everybody, welcome back to another video. So I do apologize for last week. I did not upload a whole lot. I think I missed Monday, and obviously this video is going out a little later than normal. I just haven't been buying anything. I've been saving for Disney, and so and then obviously with Christmas coming too, I have zero spending money, and so I've not had a whole lot to review, and so I've just kind of been spacing it out a little bit. My goal is to keep reviews going while I'm at Disney through some of the stuff that I hopefully am getting for Christmas. I'm not getting much because I've mostly asked for money again, but so if you're wondering, it's nothing going on, like I'm not losing interest or anything. I just have not very much to review, so I'm kind of spacing it out, kind of trying to make it last. So anyways, today we are going to take a look at another retro review of a Clone Wars figure. This one is of Cato Parasitti or Parasitti, and this is in the newer 2010 packaging from the last Clone Wars figure I reviewed, obviously was Ahsoka. And I actually have had this figure forever, and I for some reason just kept her in box. I don't know why. And as you probably tell that some stuff has shifted in the background on the walls and stuff. I'm trying to redo the collection room to make it look less cluttered and more collection-y, like higher end. And that's one of the reasons why I've put off doing a collection tour for now. But we'll go into that in another video. Anyways, when I redid all of my carded figures, I moved them on a wall over here, and this one didn't fit. And I didn't have any other Clone Wars figures. And so I'm like, well, maybe I should open her. And so I went ahead and I just double-checked her price online to make sure she wasn't like some sort of grail or anything, and she's not. So I figured that she would do good as a review and then to put in my Clone Wars collection, because obviously that one hasn't really grown since the Clone Wars has stopped for figures. And so I always really like diving into these figures here, the older ones, because this is really in the prime of my collecting. This is right when I got serious about it, and I watched the Clone Wars. It was a nice time. We were getting really good figures at this time. But anyways, yep, so we have Cato Parasitti here with the kind of blue angled packaging. You can see a picture of her here. She's from Star Wars The Clone Wars, obviously. This is the version or the wave that they started doing with the Battle Galactic game cards. I have a bunch of them, and you also get a dice and a base, which is nice. It comes with a movable visor because they have to ad-lib some sort of, fun thing about them. Yeah, so to be honest, guys, I don't remember this character very well. I think I've watched all the Clone Wars, minus maybe a few episodes that I missed when it was aired on Cartoon Network. And it's been a long time, and so I don't quite remember her. It says that she helps Cad Bane steal a Jedi holocron. The Clawdite changeling can alter her appearance to look just like someone else. She enters the Jedi Temple by changing into a Jedi Master Ord Essence. Then she attempts to shapeshift into DaCosta Nu, the director of the library, and helps Bane sneak inside the temple. Obviously, this is a really cool figure because it is like, what is her face? Zam Wessel. It is the same breed. What's the word? Species. There we go. I'm sorry, I'm losing my words today. Same species as Zam Wessel. Really cool to see her in Clone Wars form. On the back, here's a look at the card. You get another picture of her. This is the bio I was just reading. Picture the figure, Galactic Battle card, and then the wave of figures, which, this is funny, I have every single figure from this wave, so I did really good that time. Obviously now finishing off with opening this one. But anyways, enough chit-chat. Let's go ahead and get into the figure, and I'll give you a closer look. Alrighty, so here is Cato Parasitti out of the box. A pretty interesting figure, but like all Clone Wars figures of this time, she does come with a bunch of accessories, so I did want to show that off. So here is her little Galactic Battle card, and the instructions to play it are on the back. I never played this game, but basically you use your figures as the game pieces. You get a stand for each figure that looks like this, which is a nice stand. Sometimes the Clone Wars figures have a hard time standing up because their legs are so small, or their feet in general. And so basically you put the card in like that, it just slides in and it rests on the back. And then you put your figure on it, and then you would use her as a play thing. She also does come with one of these dice. Again, if you have Clone Wars figures, you probably have 20,000 of those dice. And then, of course, a little pamphlet talking about the figures at the time. And then in terms of real accessories, she does come with this very long blaster. And I don't know if you can tell, but I can see it from the light shining in that it's molded out of a really thin plastic because it's got a bit of translucentness to it. But just a long blaster. It looks like it's got two baubles on each end that you could tie a string to, but it doesn't come with a string, so that's kind of interesting. It is a very, very plain blaster with like almost no detail. It is just the shape. It's like a silhouette. So that's kind of interesting. Usually the Clone Wars is a little more detailed, but it's fine. Yeah, so there's that. In terms of the figure herself, she is very small, just like the Clone Wars figures of this time. I really like her mask. I think it looks pretty cool. It does flip up. When it's flipped up, it looks a little awkward because there's such a large gap. And again, I don't remember this episode or her in general at all. I feel like it's something that I probably missed watching it on Cartoon Network, but I feel like in the show there probably wasn't a gap this large. Somebody might have to correct me on it, but I really like it's like translucent purple. You can probably hopefully see it. I can see the translucentness just the way the light is. And it kind of gives a bug effect. So it looks like there's some maybe wear on her helmet, some of that green like scuffing, but it's really cool. It closes over her entire face, and she's got an interesting little hat kind of on the back of it. You can see her eyes through it, I think. It's very bug-like. And then obviously this is what Zam Leslie looks like when she dies, because she moves out of her changed form. And it's just got the very drawn-in cheekbones and like smushed like lips and stuff. It looks really cool. I like it a lot. A very interesting look, and definitely somebody who would be able to be a master at breaking into stuff for sure, because you can impersonate. She's got some armor, which is done in silver on the upper arms and then the forearms, which looks really cool. And then on the back, she's got these little antennae and something else here, almost like a jetpack or something. And then it does go around to the front to her chest. Below that, she looks like she's got some brown wrapping. Again, very bug-like to me. And then she's got a really high belt, like a torso belt with two pouches on each side. And then she's got a lower belt. She has a little thing right here around her thigh. That's not a holster, so I'm not sure what it is. She's got some tan pants, which is really cool. There's some writing that goes down along the side there. That's really nice. Again, we come back into kind of the wrappings on the inside of the legs and outside. And then she's got some knee plates, and then obviously armor for the ankle. I like that she's got like foot protectors. So that's actually kind of cool. They don't move, to my knowledge, but they do look like they move because they got a little screw. So they definitely would have to move if you're going to use these in real life, because your foot would probably like smack into them when you're running. In terms of articulation, she is articulated. She's got a ball jointed head, ball hinged shoulders, elbows, swivel wrists, ball hinged torso, or yeah, ball jointed torso, swivel thighs, ball hinged knees. And then if she's got ball hinge ankles, I can't tell because it's pretty impaired from that. I mean, it does bend backwards, so I guess so. But her ankles do articulate. And overall, it's pretty cool. She's a very interesting character. I'm assuming she's a bounty hunter. It didn't say specifically, but if she's working with Cad Bane, that would make her a bounty hunter more than likely. But I think she's a really cool character. There is a little bit more detailing on her arms that I kind of skipped over. But overall, she looks really good. I mean, again, I digress on this, but you know, Clone Wars era had fantastic quality. It really did. Great paint applications, fantastic articulation, good sculpts. I mean, the characters looked like the characters. Part of that is when you have an animated series, it's a lot easier to make characters look like themselves than real people. I do understand that struggle, but just really, really nice. I mean, definitely the glory days of Star Wars in the modern age. This is very, very cool. So I'm super happy to add her to my collection. I do have Cad Bane, so they will go well together. But let me know what you think about this figure in the comments below. And as always, guys, thank you so much for watching, and stay tuned for more videos. Bye.